Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all well, actually no, there shouldn't be children of all ages here. This game might swear. Very good chance I might swear. Lots of things. Anyway, we are back. It's been a week. I thought I might get a chance to stream during the week. But the heat wave kind of ended, and I know I'm in Nova Scotia, Canada, so is it even really a heat wave? I know I know people in Florida that have had a real heat wave. I know, well, I don't know people, but I know there are other even hotter countries than North America, actual heat waves. But for a climatized Canadian like myself, up like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks of I'm a heavy sleeper. I wasn't sleeping right. Anyway, I finally was getting some sleep. I slept 10 hours. I may not be anything really to be proud of, but perhaps I'm showing my age. 10 hours of sleep. It was glorious. I've had a fantastic day. A lot of cleaning done. A lot of fun was had. And I'm continuing it with getting back to this amazing game. Getting back to everybody here. Getting back to, of course... Geez, I can't even think. I'm all too overjoyed. Fundraising. I am an Extra Life streamer. I raise funds for Sick Kids Toronto specifically. I had leukemia twice when I was a kid, way back in the 80s, thanks to Sick Kids, and of course my mother. Of course I was going to survive. She was right. Sick Kids was right. Everybody was right. I am now 6 years into streaming for Extra Life, specifically for Sick Kids. All the information is below. Extra Life page, links to my Extra Life page, links to my Facebook fundraiser page. Ask me anything you want. Rhythm72 on Twitter or X or whatever the hell it's called now. Also Instagram. I'm on Threads, but I'm still not sure. I think it's only an app on the phone, which I don't like. I'm still, I'm from the before times where everything was on the computer, not also on my phone. Before cell phones. I mean, before cell phones were commercial or readily available. Anyhow, tons of information you can get from me. If I don't have the answer, I will get you the answer. Of course, whenever you're thinking about donating, please ask questions. Always ask questions. I've already used all my dice. Okay, always ask questions. You worked hard for your money. You need to know exactly how it will be applied. How many points do I only have? 1 point, so that's not any good. Everything donated to me, or at least through me, through those things, go right to Sick Kids. I don't keep anything. Yeah, so that's how that works. Any further detail, please reach out. Like I said, Rhythm72 on Twitter and Instagram. You can also message me through Facebook, because there's my Extra Life Facebook fundraiser page link in there as well. We are in CitizenSleeper. Last weekend was kind of breakthrough. I had quests to like 3/4 of the screen there, and then we were just hitting them all off, one after one after one of the other. And so now I'm growing mushrooms because I've entered the Greenway. That it's possible that's one of the DLC. There's 2 or 3 DLC that I have. When it became available on PlayStation, I think it was just all a package thing. I'm for sure avoiding one of them because I'm not sure if I've even done the base story. But a lot of stuff happened with the base story. A couple things I screwed up. A lot of things that were bugging me for a while are gone. You can see, if you've missed this, I do put everything on my YouTube channel, also Risen72. There's a theme. If there's a social platform that I can't get Risen72, then I won't go after it. I am not on TikTok. I don't think I will ever be on TikTok. Nothing against TikTok, I don't think it's for me, that's all. But hey, that could change. Twitter is now an X, so, who knows? Anything can happen. So, anyway, the Flotilla A, that I believe is the DLC for Eshin Peak, so we're not, again, it's always, Big Mushroom has made this game, is all I know. And we're also now working for Bliss, is a new person that we're working for. Escape on the Side Rail. We've continued with that. We're waiting for preparations to be completed, so that's also a thing. Cellus servers. That is... oh, we've already done that, so... So anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to have to go into the next cycle. Freight hub. Where is my apartment? There it is. Oh, not the tea house. Nope, nope. Get control. There we go. Yeah, so we got lots of stabilizers. We can grow stabilizers now, which is good. And so that's handy. We also have self-repair, as long as we have scrap. So we can even hold off on using stabilizers if we make sure we put a dice or two to getting some scrap. We still want to feed the cat. And we have some perks kicking in, a lot of perks kicking in everywhere. And we get 20% off stuff now. So I think that used to be 6. Well, I guess that would be 50%, so I don't know. I'm not going to try and do math and just embarrass myself. I've had a very long, productive day. There's a good chance I annoyed my neighbors because I watched/listened to both Metallica and San Francisco Symphony Orchestra concerts. Amazing, by the way. One is from 2000, 2001. Oh, look at that. 1s and 2s? Come on now. We gotta re-roll that. Okay, that's better. Alright. So, again, okay, there's stuff in the Greenway, and you know what, let's see what's going on with this. Use Sender Car, let's go. So yeah, I finally decided to go up here. Oh, even the hunter thing where we hack stuff that was coming to kill us, that's gone. It's the whole... I'm thinking this is DLC, honestly. So this very well could be. But anyway, we're just going to keep going. I don't know what's happening, but whatever. The side reel dock, so there's 2 or 3 more cycles left on that one. 3 more cycles, so that's departure. I did screw up a thing for Lem and Mina, so I got the bad version of that trophy. So that was a shame. Bliss's repair bay, there's still 2 days left on that, actually, so not much there. The lounge, no, well, I guess I could buy a meal, but I think it'd be easier if I just did something else. Capsules, oh, that's if I can rent a capsule. Yeah, I can do that. I already have an apartment. So, you know, there's actually not too much to do there. So let's... If we do a shift, we'll get food. That just gives us energy, and then that gives us express delivery. I mean, I could use... No. I mean, I've got cash. Whatever. Just let our boy Emphas feed us. Okay, so let's head over to the Greenway, and because I think there's scrap stuff I can do over there, and we'll see if there's anything else. I could probably use some more. The mushroom, the one very thing on the end, it looks like spoons, bended spoons from the Matrix. Those are the mushrooms I need where I can make more stabilizers. So, what's the aviary doing? Aviary needs to harvest mushrooms. What do I need for that? Oh, I just need a 6. Okay. Well, I got 2 6s, so let's just see. That's the aviary. We could forage for fungus. Creole caps. Well, that's the one to use. Okay. Four more cycles, which I'm assuming... No, okay, Hypha Labs, that's where I get stabilizers. So we might as well do one for the mushroom grows, and we'll do this one here. Since I don't have a 4, I'll use a 6. I mean, it's spores, I guess. I guess that's cool. Harvest mushrooms, 2 random rare mushrooms, and a grill. Should have used it on that. Yeah. Alright. Well, if I use the 3, that brings. Oh, it's only a +1. No. We need results. Okay. Well, at least there's that. Alright, so now we'll use the rest for scraps, which is not there. That's the Briar, that's the DLC, the wastes, there it is. Oh, it's only a +1. Oh, and my condition goes down if it screws up. Great. Oh, okay. 1 scrap. Kick-ass. Okay. So that's the next thing to hack, but we can't get through that yet. That's what we are working with Rico over there. Yeah. Okay, so it's not super eventful day. Yeah, across the rim. I do want to check. We've run into Caster again as well. Still can't do any more with that, so that's alright. Tamer Tea House, Amphistol, Ord Exchange. Play in the exchange, sell components. No, I need scrap components, so that doesn't help me. Ord Fabricator. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough salvage, yeah. No, I don't want to do that either. Oh, I could have been using that for my food. Feed a auction, yeah, that's great. Do a shift here, bring us up to 4. What the hell? Neutral. Okay. And neutral. Alright. Okay. C4. Havenage. Is rare, so the shipper is having to pay for ship mine fragments they can dismantle and reuse. Alright, that's good enough. Whoop. There it is. Okay. And we will feed the cat. And repair. And the cycle. Ooh. That's cool. Well, first let's head to the bar. Ooh, lightning outside. Great. And now, let's just get scrap, because stuff's not ready yet. Yeah. Gather scrap. Let's go. 5. Okay. Okay, 4 scrap. That's good. It's just +1s. Aviary. It's also a +1. Hey, 2 randoms. Come on, neutral. Hey, that's not good. That's not good. Fungal yield. And now I can germinate some more. There we go. And that will be 4 days before I do anything more with that. And then that's where we collect spores. And I'll need 1. Okay. So we're sitting on 4 scraps, so that's good. I don't know if that's enough to get us to the next thing with Bliss. If her time, oops, if her time is up, what is happening? Feed the cat. Always got to feed the cat. And scrap. And in the circle. Oh, that's pretty good. Uh-oh. Moritz. Sleeper, Moritz is waiting for you on your way out. How have you been? Busy, actually. Yeah. It's very busy today. It's a great day. I see, he nods. Well, I'll get right to it then. Bliss sent me down, we've scored another contract, and she needs your help. That's the message. He pauses. Look, I know last time the payment didn't come through, but you did good work. Bliss knows that. It's no problem. Okay then, he pauses again. She's doing her best, you know. I know. He nods. See you up there. Moritz turns and strides off, leaving you in the corridor. Time to help Bliss, and maybe this time you think to yourself it'll work out. Yeah, we're giving Bliss the benefit of the doubt. I've yet to do any of the hard-ass responses or anything like that. Sell, ship mined, export. Oh, 80 cryo for 3 batches. Oh, interesting. Ship mined core. So I can buy a ship mine, or I can sell a ship mine. 150 to sell it, 240 to buy it. And then I can get 80 cryo from Matsutake. It's... I don't know why. You want to say... I mean, I'm failing. But you want to try and say it cool like that. But anyway. Matsutake. Oh, sorry. Matsutake. That's what I said. Alright. To Bliss. Gimbal Lounge. Oh, just 1 cycle left for the side rail. Cool. Who was that? Reinforce. Oh, some work. Fragile biome. Sacrifice section. Vent a section and you have a better chance of saving the remaining crops, but you will lose some in the process. The question is, how many? Welding in a 0G farm is tricky. The torch, the heat, the sealant, everything can damage the crop. You were trying to say, well, okay. But anyway, none of that is Bliss, so where's Bliss? Sycamore. Capsules. Sender car. No. Did I miss something? Oh, it is the Sycamore seed. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. Complete repair jobs for boys. Excellent. Okay, save the crop. Fragile biome. Saving the crop. Well, I mean, all of these seem really good over here. We're closer to collapse. Sycamore needs to be reinforced and sealed, otherwise the crop will be lost. Better chance, but you will lose some in the process. Reinforce the bulkheads or sacrifice a section. I get a +1 for each of them. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. I mean, should I try it? Negative! Ah, shit. Oh, Fragile's bad. Ah, okay. Fragile's bad. I understand. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Red means bad. We're just gonna leave now. Please stick a 1, thank you. Yeah, we've got a perk, we get cryo for doing that. And extra item, icebreaker perk or something like that. Yeah. All good things. Okay, feed the cat. Self-repair. Down to 2 thing there in the cycle. We'll head back up. Ooh. Oh, those are not great, but they're not the worst. I mean, that 5 should do it. Oh, Lemon Mina. Oh, shit. They're back. There's a crowd gathered where SEAL security are checking the crew in to board the ship. Those that manage to get up to the hub are crowded near the entrance, but even they must know their chance of getting on board has long gone. Oh, no. Oh, should I wait? You take a minute. This is happening so fast, and you just need a minute. There's a tension in the air, and you aren't sure if it comes from the gathered crowd or the fear of being caught. You take a moment to reassure yourself. You can do this. You make your way through the loose crowd, trying not to bring attention to yourself or the film clutched to your fist. In your fist. You are so close now. You join a short line of crew members nervously waiting in a cordoned off line. As you nervously wait, inspect your ID film, desperate for a distraction. As you lift the film up to the light, you see something strange, something that makes you flinch. The face printed in the film is one you recognize immediately, but is not you. At least it's not how you look now. You squint at this ghost, confused why you hadn't noticed earlier. It is a picture you remember being taken, a memory you didn't know you had. You remember signing the forms, the walk to the sleeper tanks, the cold metal floor. You remember the S&ARP employee who helped you in, her smile clean and surgical. You freeze in place, thinking of the you that still sleeps somewhere in the S&ARP facility, that won't wake until you are recovered and disposed of. But now you are leaving? Will they ever wake up? Next, the guard interrupts your thoughts, gesturing for you to come forward to the entrance. You wait for a moment. You need to wait for a moment. This is all happening too fast, changing too much. There are so many questions you have, so many threads to catch hold of, and yet here you are, boarding a ship to who knows where on a journey that will take decades. Is this really what you want? How will you even survive? You suddenly feel dizzy, unsettled. You take a breath. This is it. You reflexively look over your shoulder one last time, and that is when you see them. Yes. Lem and Mina. Well, he looks like hell. Stood on the viewing platform, looking almost like the day you met them. They don't seem to have seen you. Instead, their eyes are locked on the yellow hull of the side reel, waiting for the undock their lives. Side reel horizon, waiting for it to undock from their lives and drift into the black. Call out. You call out. You aren't sure why. They don't seem to hear you. The guard asks you to come forward. What are you doing? Call out again. You scream Lem's name. You know exactly what you are doing. This is not your ticket. This is Lem's ticket. You try to breathlessly explain to the guard who wants you to board. Call Lem down. You shout for Lem to come, and he struggles through the crowd. Your screaming and shouting seems to have riled them up, and they are starting to push at the cordon. Lem arrives with Mina, both looking terrified. Sleeper, what are you doing? The guard is shouting now to you. Now, you should go. Hand him the ID. I don't understand. You stuff the ID film into his hand and pull him under the cordon. The guard looks nervously at the crowd. Let him board. Go, Lem. The guard looks at Lem and Mina, the eye clutches his hand, then at the crowd. They make a calculation. One of them barks at the closest people to stand back. The guard takes aim and slides it across the machine, much like the one caster printed from them. They urgently beckon Lem through the entrance. He turns back to face you. Yes, this is what I was hoping would happen. Hell yes. Let's go. Thank you, Sleeper. And then they are gone. You turn away and kick off hard from the guardrail, pushing your way through the crowd. When you reach the far wall, you turn back. The scene is chaos. The guards are closing the entrance, boarding complete, and the crowd is pushing against them. There are shouts and cries as the cordon is sealed, and the guards retreat back to the docking bridge. And there are Lem and Mina gliding upwards the docking bridge. Bag in hand, Lem is facing away, focused on the steady climb, but Mina is in his arms and is facing back towards you. You watch her face, confused, sullen, but twinkling with a growing excitement as Lem carries her forward. As you watch Mina, you think about your future, about the future you might choose. You know one thing is for certain, that future is on the eye. You no longer have any enthusiasm for being carried forward by the dreams of others, for grand futures that unfold like angelic wings across the horizon. The future is being made now, on this spinning ring, among its people and its systems. You are sure of that. But as you watch Mina disappear into the entrance of the sidereal horizon, and much later when you watch the ship pull away, you feel a sense of longing. A longing to be carried, not by the systems that spin the suns or the corporations that ruin the colonies, but by love, towards an uncertain future, just as Mina was. That, you think, is the future you wish to make here on Erwin's Eye. Left behind. Sweet. What? What? That was the end? I'm still doing stuff. What is happening? We're like a half hour in. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. I mean, there's DLC and stuff. Wow. I'm shocked. I skipped over, like, the top people who are in charge. I mean, the top people in charge of this game. I love this game. I'm gonna keep playing it because obviously I'm not done. There's DLC and other stuff I'm doing, but... Games by Gareth, Damien, Martin. I don't know if that's just the full name or that's 3 different people. I admit I have not done my research. Okay, so I guess we've ended the base game. Doing stuff for Bliss. Castor. Strange choice. Castor stands beside you at the rail, watching the pinpricks of light from the side rail horizon's drives disappear. But perhaps not unexpected, you turn to look and Castor is beaming at you with an unsettling warmth. Aren't you angry? About what? He squeezes your shoulder. I only wish for you to exercise that strong drive of yours. If it happens to align with my own, then that is pleasing to me, but if it does not, I cannot punish you. What about the side rail? Castor looks out to the stars. I will do my best to follow its progress. He pauses. Celis itself is more of a concern. Sendri Celis has taken a step back from the public eye. It seems some internal struggles are playing out within their pristine halls, Castor sighs. But I doubt core politics are of much concern to you. Castor moves down along the rail. The eye, though, that seems to be your primary concern, am I right? I have unfinished business. It is my home. Yeah, it is my home. He smiles broadly. Then we are fellow residents. He seems pleased. This place has been a good home for me. Though, like all places, it has its phases. Do not idle here too long, Sleeper, unless you wish to be once again caught in the movement of systems much bigger than yourself. Castor turns and starts to clunk away in his mag boots. I will be keeping an eye on you, if you don't mind, Sleeper. He waves as he walks. My curiosity remains piqued. Once he leaves, you stay a little longer at the rail, watching the stars, imagining the look on Mina's face when she sees Celis 1 for the first time, imagining the excitement when she first touches its soil, the joy when she first stands outside in the rain, laughing. Those images, though they will not happen for decades, are what will carry you through this cycle, and perhaps the next one too. I wonder if the second Citizen Sleeper takes place on the side reel, or where the side reel ends up and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a quick break, 5 minutes tops, and then I'll be right back. We're gonna keep going. Ending of the base game be damned. I'm not done yet. Alright, be back soon. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, lo and behold, I was doing DLC, and the base game is now finished. Now, I wonder, because I did screw up with Lem and Mina before, I never babysat. I babysat once, and then that was it. And then when the ticket thing started coming up for the side reel again, I got a trophy where it was, I don't know, it was called the bad ending or something like that, because I didn't help them at all. Because Lem, if I didn't babysit, Lem didn't get a chance to work on the construction crew, so he never even got a ticket. But it ended up being that ticket thing was nonsense or something like that. And I only had a ticket because Castor, I was going to do something for Castor. I was supposed to track Silas on the side reel, and then that's where I was like, oh, you're not upset with me and all that. So, I mean, if I do want to platinum the thing, I will have to babysit Mina. And I do have another game that I did start. I did start a brand new one for this current run that I'm doing. So if that's like the only trophy I'm missing by the end of this, it probably won't be. Because it looks like there's decision-based trophies, you know? In my own time, I'll just go back and platinum it, but we'll see. But anyway, so that is very cool. So that, yeah, I think this is, my assumptions were correct. Again, I haven't looked it up because I don't want to accidentally run into a spoiler. I'm very scared of spoilers, and especially when it's video games, I don't want things spoiled if I can help it, and it's very difficult. So, obviously, I'm getting Spider-Man for day one, and then I'm somehow have to not be on social media or YouTube of any kind while still posting that I'm going live and then uploading things to YouTube. It's good. It's gonna be tricky. But anyway, Sycamore needs our help. My help. Can't do that anymore. There are no more sections to sacrifice. Well, not unless you want to lose the entire crowd. Okay, well, alright, yeah, I guess that's fair. So it's a +1, so yeah. Boom. Boom. You and Bliss are floating in the bay's airlock, waiting for it to cycle. You pick a few leaves from your clothes as you wait. You float around the chamber as if carried by a lazy wind. Clean work? Bliss bows a little. Well, thank you, Sleeper. You didn't do so bad yourself. She checks her tool belt. Seems like we were getting into a good rhythm. The now familiar sequence of clunks and rattles sound out, and then the door hisses open. The moment it does, you know something has once again gone wrong. What's all this? Bliss asks a confused-looking Moritz. Beside him are a set of crates anchored to the bay floor. He has clearly just brought them in through the bay's freight lock. Moritz looks nervously between the two of you before answering, "It's payment." He runs a hand along the crate. The Sycamore Sea crew just brought them over. He stops, but seeing the look on Bliss's face adds, "They were very thankful." "I bet they were," she clenches her fist. "What the hell is inside?" Moritz leans over and struggles with the catches on each side of the top crate. As he does, Bliss turns to you. "Don't say it." Bliss stares in space. "Don't you dare say it." "Say what?" "You know," she looks back at you. "This isn't my fault." Moritz finally gets the catches free, and the lid floats off, drifting up into the bay. As it does, a small brown lump floats up with it. Moritz reaches out and catches it as it passes him. "Is that a mushroom?" Bliss finishes, "A damn mushroom. They paid us in mushrooms?" Again, the mushroom agenda in this game is craziness. "Not just mushrooms." He holds out a clump of tightly packed leaves. "Produce." Bliss starts laughing. "Goddamn Haifa commune. Should have known they didn't have a chit to rub between them." She knocks a small brown mushroom across the bay. "Stop, Bliss." Moritz grabs her hand. "These are good, fresh. We can sell them." "To who, Moritz? Are we running a grocer's now? We need cryo, otherwise this whole bay will be shut down. We can't pay for parts with leafy greens." She waggles them in Moritz's face. "Moritz is right. I can use them." Bliss is over. "What 4 whole crates? Even you can't be that hungry. You can't take a few, but the rest, you can take a few, but the rest will sell, she smiles to herself. Or at least Moritz will sell them if he's so eager. Moritz closes up the crates and starts moving them. It isn't that bad, boys. It's a step in the right direction. He glances at you, looking for the backup. They'll sell well. Bliss sighs. Looks like I went into business with a couple of wannabe farmers, she laughs. Prove me wrong then. Show me this is a windfall. She kicks away towards the new, patched together terminal. Until then, I'll be working on how to keep this place open. Moritz smiles a thank you and goes back to moving the crates. You better be on your way too. Alright. Okay, so 4 more days for Blitz. Okay, well, that leaves us with, oh, let me change this here. There we go. Let's go play with mushrooms, I guess. Well, still 1 day left on that. I do need to collect spores. That is for sure. Okay, that's good. 8, 6, yeah, that's all fine for now. I can make another stabilizer thanks to this. Yeah, get that going. Great. Neutral. Well, I'll take it. Okay. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for that. Alright, well that's it for this cycle. Yeah. Alright, feed the cat. Self-repair. And end the day. Yeah, 4 is 5 and a 6. I will take it. And I am starving, so... go. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anything yet, just be a day's gone by, right? Yeah. There we go. Rico has something in her hands when you enter the lab. Looks like a knotted twist of woody stems, a ring about the circumference of a human head consisting of a single stalk at one side and a branched woven network at the other. Is that a crown? As you approach, she holds it up, and in the lights of the lab it looks like a crown! Ha! Rico finishes your thought, she smiles and shakes her head in disbelief. Is that what grew? It is. I came to the plant this morning and this loop was all that was there. She points to a lump on the edge of the ring. The seed grew right back into itself, twisted up out of the soil. That being you encountered in the cloud, as you call it, was it wearing one of these? She eyes you suspiciously, still unsure if she is embroiled somehow in an overlong prank. It doesn't work like that. She sighs. Perhaps wearing this was the wrong word. She places the object on the bench and shuffles to her analysis terminal, her face lit by its amber light in the dim corner of the lab. Well, it isn't exactly a plant anyway, not from what I can tell. She gives you a serious look. No leaves, no chloroplasts, just a series of filaments encased in cellulose walls. Filaments. See, that's why I like you, Sleeper. You're so good at spotting the unusual details. She beckons you over. Look at this. You see a cross-section scan of the crown. Its layers of plant-like structure on full view until you reach the center. There, inside, instead of xylem and phloem for transporting nutrients, something branched and woven glints. Yeah. These are obviously words I don't say every day. Are those wires? She laughs. I'm not sure whether to say yes or no here. These are not wires like those in an electrical system, no, but they are filaments of a conductive material, so yes? She leans closer to the screen. But you see those branches? They remind me of dendrites, of neurons. She rubs her eyes, which is frankly ridiculous. You look back at the crown on the table as Rico fuses over the scans, and you suddenly realize what it reminds you of. You remember signing the forms, the walk to the sleeper tanks, the cold metal floor. Then you remember the crown they fitted you with, the branching structure of wires and pads. No, not a crown. They called it an interface. The tool of your emulation, your transference from neurons to electrons, and an interface. That is your gift from the gardener. You turn back to Rico. It's an interface. Rico looks at you, puzzled. Something clicks in her mind, perhaps something she heard from the sleeper she had helped all those cycles ago. She starts talking partly to you, partly to herself. If the club heads were made for you, then this too could be made for you, for your frame. She shuffles over quickly to the interface, a word that is stuck into this strange branch object quickly in your mind. You're right. That entity, it is the entity I've been looking for. She shuffles quickly to the crown. They are the entity which is controlling the Greenway, which has been maintaining and supporting it, and has been guiding it for all these decades. She stops to catch her breath. They want to talk with you. Oh, that's not creepy. Rico leads you to a seat. I will be here, Sleeper. If something happens, if you wish me to remove the crown, the interface, just squeeze. She grips your hand tightly. You meet her eyes, clouded with age, but bright with the thrill of new discoveries. Then she places the interface on your head and everything blinks out. It's a little creepy. Oh shit. Back into the river, back into the dark flow, but something is different now. You are no longer pushed, no longer blocked and buffeted by the warm swarm. I don't know why I said that. By the storm. Instead, it flows around you. You move, and it parts, letting you pass. Something else resists, but it gives easily enough. You look back and see your body. You have left it behind. Somewhere, Rico's voice is talking to you, asking you questions. It is excited, eager, desperate to know what lies on the other side, what the entity has to say to you. You realize how long she has waited for this moment, for the moment of meeting between the inhabitants of the Greenway and its protector, and yet she is still on the outside. Oh, there's the gardener. You shake off the sadness. You will be her eyes. Then you see the figure, gardener, out in the storm, planting. It takes less than a moment to reach them. You've never felt so free. This is how Navigator must have felt, released from their prison. This, you think, is what it feels like to be in a place you were built to inhabit. Gardner does not turn at your approach. They go on planting, but their voice whispers in waters like sharply rinsing current. You grew the gift. Their speech hisses around you. Good, I'm glad. I wanted to meet you. . Then we are the same, both eager shoots seeking one another. How does it feel to be free of your seed? They stooped to plant again. Good. That is good. They press the seed into the loamy depths. There was some disagreement, continues Gardner, as if you were picking up on a long-held conversation with the others. They felt you were a danger, but they are always cautious, especially the fungi. They like old loam, known knowns, wide and stable networks. The fungi were cautious? Mostly yes, although there are many among their number who favor short growth cycles, thick nutrient veins, and sudden shifts. He gestures out into the storm, and though you cannot see them, you feel presences all around, sensing this audience with great interest. After all, they understood that it was I who made them their crowns, and without them they would not have joined the chorus, so they see that it is only fair that you get your chance to join too. You made more crowns. I made them all. Gardner moves away a little, looking for another planting spot. It was so lonely here, but before long I found them and began to let them in. Gardner stoops again. We are millions, and we grow. I hope you understand. I am unused to speaking to your kind. It has been many cycles since my last conversation. I think it was with Chief Executive Trellick himself. You look around and you see it. Every growing thing, every non-human being in the Greenway is here. They are networked, connected, branched, and linked by this strange being, this artifact of the old station. The impossible dream of a senile farm administration AI, a living network. You could dissolve here, you realize, free of that decaying body. You wouldn't need to be a person, why would you, among all these other minds? You turn away from the gardener for a moment and look back at your body. A tiny hairline thread connects you to it. You hear Rico's voice again, still asking, still checking in. Are you okay, Sleeper? What are they saying, Sleeper? Are you still there, Sleeper? Something in you sighs a long sigh, a sigh that speaks of an exhaustion beyond tiredness, an exhaustion rooted deep inside you, that stems from the effort of answering questions, of answering problems, of getting up and breathing each cycle. But something else resists the sigh, a yearning, a sense of distance, a desire to squeeze that hand that holds you for its warmth, its blood, its complexity, to make a gesture that says, I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm with you. The two ideas spin within you, making you nauseous. If you break that thread, you will be free, free to dissolve here, to grow strange and beautiful among a million others. If you follow it, if you squeeze Rico's hand, you will wake up back in that dying body with all the pain and warmth that entails. Now is the moment to choose. Yeah, I ain't going to Matrix. Follow the thread. Your eyes track the thread across the whirling dark back to your body. This choice, you realize, will not be presented again. Follow it. You don't look back at Gardner, you don't dare risk it. Instead, you follow the thread delicately, carefully, like a diver following their lifeline back to the surface. The river whirls around you, but it doesn't pull. It isn't jealous. Neither does it understand. It is, after all, just a river. It isn't a person, a flesh and blood person with wants, with desires, with the capacity for love and hate. It doesn't understand you, and you don't understand it. So you don't focus on it. You don't think about it. On what feels like such a long journey back through the dark, you set your mind on eyes instead, on hands, things you can focus on, hold on to. And then, after an age of crossing, you are there, settling back into the chair, into a body in a chair, and the overwhelming sensations that come with being a living thing with a rich and detailed sensorium. For a moment, you feel like you've made a terrible mistake. Who would choose this weight, this anxiety, this deep well at the center of existence? But then you feel it, Rico's hand, gripped hard around yours, trembling a little, sweating a little. Rico's hand, with its brittle bones and crumpled skin. Rico's hand. And in that moment you understand why you made this choice, and then you squeeze Rico's hand and you wake up. Warmth and light. We're just... okay. There's a good chance I'm just going to finish this game tonight. We're exactly 30 minutes from before. Oh god. A Jump Over the Age game. Created, designed, and written by Gareth Damian Martin. Okay, so that is a full name. 3 first names, that's awesome. Character art by Guillaume. Single one. Music and sound, Amos Roddy. Additional programming, Dan Collier, Chris Payne. Editor support, Yusuf Cole. Published by Fellow Traveler Operations, Chris Wright. Managing Director, Stephen Gray. Finance Director, Fiona Murray. Finance Manager, Spencer Hayes. Scout, Christopher Wolf. Biz Dev. Marketing, Production, Treasure Hunters, Double Jump Communications. Valve Originals. Look at that. I mean, I plan to also stream tomorrow morning so we can have 2 days this week for Diana and Anise. Oh, that's nice. So either we're maybe finishing this whole thing up tonight and or tomorrow, or we're starting a new game tomorrow, which I have some ideas. I'm doing my best to continue our space theme this year. So we'll see. It'll probably end up being Guardians of the Galaxy, but we'll see how it goes. Sleeper? Rico's voice comes wavering through the dark. You still with me? You sit up. The lab, a bright green glare that fades as you gather yourself. I'm here. Rico smiles. Good. She squeezes your hand. I thought you'd left me for a moment. What? She pauses. Who? She smiles. Tell me about it. Tell me everything. Oh, I tell her the truth. You tell Rico everything. You tell her about the gardener, that strange farm administrator AI that has grown to be so much more, about the chorus, that impossible configuration of network plans, and finally about the choice the gardener offered you. She listens attentively, but her responses are hard to read, and you wonder if she might have made a different decision had she been in your place. Well, I mean, her body's failing, right? So, thank you, Sleeper, for telling me. I know it isn't easy to say such things. People so often do not wish to hear strange truths. She looks away. And thank you for returning to me, though I know you had your own reasons. She squeezes your hand reassuringly. Something passes between you then, a kind of shared sadness for the impossible choice, the choice to escape your body or to stay and suffer it. Her smile is warm and generous, and whatever the wisdom of your choice, you are glad to feel welcome in this moment, in this place. Then suddenly she stands and walks a little away as if trying to escape an unpleasant thought. You worry that she knows all too well what it takes to make a choice like you did. Rico sighs. So, Sleeper, do you plan on staying in the commune with us? For a while. I'm glad to hear it. Rico crosses back over to you and takes one of your hands in both of hers. Hypha needs new blood if it wants to survive, and she squeezes. You are a good friend. Feeling is mutual. Well, don't let me keep you. Rico waves you away and limps back to her terminal. As she does, you notice the crown in her hand, and she places it on the bench with great care. You can't help but feel a little curious about what she intends to do with it. Oh, Rico. Then you are out, breathing the air of the Greenway, fresh as a spring morning. The dappled light makes a patchwork of greening landscape, and you walk into it, sensing the movements of the gardener's chorus all around. And you are glad to be here in this strange and beautiful place. A little longer. Alright. Flotilla Aid and Bliss. That didn't give me any points? What the hell, man? Alright, well, I mean, we got a full set of dice here, so... Oh, I'm down to one scrap. Let's get one scrap going anyway. There we go. At least there's that. Oh. There it is. Climbing the Briar. Welcome to episode Flux. It's the first of 3 episodic updates to... Oh! Alright. So, all that other stuff wasn't DLC, that was just... I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? We got more game. That's the good news. That's what this is. Welcome to episode Flux. It's the first of 3 episodic updates to CitizenSleeper, telling the story of the Refuge Flotilla which has arrived at the Eye. All 3 episodes, Flux, Refuge, and Purge, are now available. Completing the Deliver Spores action will begin the episode, but be aware that it is intended for late gameplay. Well, maybe I should hold off until the Bliss stuff is done then? Yeah, let's use these to get more scraps. We just keep rolling credits. That's all we're doing. So that cloud is still there, but I guess because I didn't do anything with it. Interesting. Midline freight hub. What do we got? Not stealing a shipment. Freight operator. I just make some money, okay. And we know what those do. Caster? Nope. Tracking habitage. Tabula room. Do you get a +1? Hey! Noodle manufacture. Express delivery. Lucky me. Alright, well, we're gonna end the cycle and, damn, just ripping right through this thing. I think we're playing DLC, we're not playing DLC, it's just all over the place. I don't know. Thank you, John Charles 12, for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm just doing a quick check just to make sure you didn't say something in chat, and of course I missed it because I'm that guy. Appreciate your kind words. Thank you very much, John Charles. Alright, did I feed the cat? I think I fed the cat. Let's assume I fed the cat. Nope. Yes, yeah. Scrap. Okay, that's like a lot of energy gone. Just saying. Hook us up, Enfys. Thank you. Okay, how many cycles we got? On 2. Bloody hell. Lounge. Buy a spacer meal. Well, I haven't done that yet. Well, looky there. Well, I guess we can play with the mushrooms. Collect spores? Yeah. Sure. Forge. That's it. Oh no. Reduce my condition. We're not doing that. Well, that was not worth it. Okay. You know what? Everyone give me another moment. I gotta check that storm outside. One sec. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. It was weird. There was lightning, but no rain. And the neighbors don't have any lights on, but they could just not be home. I thought the lights flickered. Either way, it's fine. Let's keep going here. We'll use up this last die, and then we'll end the cycle. Oh, Habinage. Is that Habinage? Okay, so that's all that then. Feed cats. Use scrap. We also have the sunbathe perk. I think I only ever used it twice because I didn't want to use any dice, so you know, I wouldn't prioritize that perk at all if I were you. I did, and I didn't need to. Well, so 4, 5, and a 6. I think I'll leave it. Now, I don't think Bliss is ready, but let's double check. No, one more. So, we're not doing flotilla aid, so really let's just get some scrap, and then we'll just get right into Bliss's next thing and see what's up. Sorry, there's a lot of delays this episode. I realize that. I do apologize. Or this stream. Let's use the 4, 5, and 6. Scrap. Scrap. And scrap. Oh, negative is a condition. Oh, geez, that's lucky. Okay. Getting out of there. 7 scrap. Huzzah, as they say. Yeah, so depending what... I mean, we're going to wrap up Bliss, and it looks like Bliss is probably the last main quest on the base game, I would think. And then once I'm done that, we start the DLC, so probably starting the DLC tomorrow. So that's cool. Yet again. Great. Okay. Feed the cats. Use some scrap. And the cycle. Oh, I mean that's a lot of 4s, but still, we're trying to get some work done today. That is worse. I should have left it where it was. Okay, Moritz. Sleeper, Moritz is leaning against the corridor wall. It's time. He looks away. Big job just came in. Grand finale. You up for it? I'm ready. Alright then, we are in business. He pushes away from the wall. This has to work, Sleeper. Has to. He looks down. If it doesn't... Is Bliss okay? He frowns. I don't think so, but she isn't hiding... that from anyone. Look, Bliss has had a rough time of it. I thought you of all people would understand that. He runs a hand through his hair. Sorry, didn't mean to be. He smiles. Bliss is a good one. She gave me a chance. I owe her. He straightens up. I know you have your own things going on, Sleeper. We all do, but the Bay needs someone. Bliss needs someone. Hell, I need someone to help me keep Bliss from spinning out completely. He scratches the side of his head. Otherwise, there's not much I can do. He shakes his head. And I would hate not to pay back my debts. Moritz stretches. I've got to get back. He nods and he walks away. I'm out. See you up there. Okay, so Bliss is losing her shit. Apparently. I'm so glad we have 2s and 1s and a 4 to have a very good working day. Which is just some bullshit if you ask me. What the hell, man? Oh, let's see. Ooh. Patch solar sails. Wages closing. This is going to be a tight one. Oh, good. Look what I have. The Star Wars Vector experimental sail deployment failed horribly. Now its massive solar sails need to be repaired. Sure they do. Untangle the sails. Well, we're gonna patch them. It's a positive and a neutral, so that's good. We got positive, so that's good. So this is safe. Rigged and ready, rigged and ready. 3s. Neutral. I'll take neutral. Neutral. I'll still take neutral. You know what? Let's save that for the other one, since I can do it. 50-50 neutral. Shit, yeah. Okay. Negative just means I lose energy. That's okay, because that's not condition. Condition is what we don't want to lose. And I got a positive. Alright. Well, hell. That worked out nicely. Okay. Good stuff. We're gonna take it. We will take it. Good day's work. Feed the cat. Repair. Oh, looks like I got some scrap out of that. Because I had 7, I think, and I had 8 all of a sudden. That's better. 5s and, well, 5s, a 6 and a 4. Beautiful. Excuse me. Okay. Emphas. Breakfast, please. Have a busy work day. Full up. Thank you. Let's go. Danger. Psh, no problem. Boom. Hell yeah. Boom. Sorry, I'm making noises, so I should stop. But I'm not gonna. Look at that. Fucking killing. Whoa, nope. We're gonna do the other one. Because it's safe. Shit. Yeah. Got 5 cryo too. Hell to the yeah. Working. Oh, look at that. Beat the cat. Repair. End the day. Here we go. 2, 4, yeah, 3. Look at that. It's beautiful. Take all of it. Emphas. Breakfast. Had such a great day. Thank you. Off to work we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Space search life for me. You know what, let's just finish off with a 4. Hell yeah. 2 days, bitches. Anyway, the atmosphere in the airlock is euphoric. You and Bliss keep grinning at each other like idiots, exhausted, blinded, sore, and aching idiots. Sleeper, that was incredible. She punches you in the arm, on the arm. I never thought we were going to make it. These idiots tangled the whole thing up like nothing I've ever seen. We make a good team. Bliss smiles a winning smile. As the lock's inner door clunks open, holy jeez, Moritz gives a rare whoop. He looks exhausted too, and for good reason. Moritz has been the one ferrying tools and parts back and forth from the ship. His tired smile tells you he's glad it's done. Sleeper, Bliss, he shakes his head. Impressive. When I saw that ship come in, I thought there was no way. Why, thank you, Moritz, she winks, for believing in us. Moritz rolls his eyes. You know what I mean. Take the compliment. He shoulders some of the gear that come back in with you, and Bliss heads to the racks to stow it. Bliss turns to you. I think you should be the one to do the honors. She nods to the ragged-looking console that Moritz assembled. I don't want to jinx it. She smiles, but you can see she's genuinely nervous. Check the console. Don't worry. I'll stop worrying when the chits are in my hands and I'm giving them to a gimbal bartender. Fair enough. You glide over to the console and check the screen. It takes a second to see what you are doing through the flickering, cracked display, but after a moment you see the accounts. And there it is, almost 1,000 cryo. Holy shit. Sat in the base transfer account. Well, Bliss calls, have we been screwed again? We did it! Bliss kicks off from the floor and spins up into the bay, shouting as she does. The noise takes Moritz by surprise, and he knocks a rack of parts, scattering handfuls of metal fixings across the bay. The sight is something, glinting steel catching the work lights like glitter. Sorry, Bliss says, grinning, when she comes back down. I needed that. She kicks off and joins you at the terminal. Moritz even managed to sell that produce. We made a tidy profit. Eventually, she laughs. Here, she loads a stack of blank chits into the terminal and transfers a chunk of the cryo to them. This is your cut. Bliss hands you the chits. Thank you for believing in this place. She looks away and smiles, even when I couldn't. When you first met me, I was on the edge of giving up. All it would have taken was one more push, but now, this place is sparking again. Work is coming in, there are funds in the accounts, even Moritz has a spring in his step. You both look over at him, happily racking up the tools. That's because of you. She punches you on the arm. He likes you. He's a good kid. He isn't bad, is he? She leans him closer. You know, he came here looking to rob the place. I gave him a job instead, she laughs. Don't tell him I told you that. I just thought it might help you understand the kid. Moritz turns to look at you, and both Liz and you awkwardly wave. Maybe it's time to change the subject. You gonna be okay? Me? Always. She looks away. From here on out, it's going to be a little easier. I'm going to look for some component contracts, stuff that will keep us inside the bay, not out in the black. No need to risk our necks if we don't need to. You want to cash out? That's fine, but there will always be work here when you need it. I appreciate it. That's something I say often, actually. She smiles, and then, out of nowhere, quickly gives you a hug. She steps back and glances around flexibly. Take care, she says. You too. You turn to leave. And Sleeper? Yes. Don't spend all that at once. Whoa! Extra 300. Nice. 6 more days. Component repair. The bay is taking on low-scale repair contracts now. Moritz is happy to offload some work to you. Yeah, shit, yeah. Yay! And a random scrap. I'm gonna get scrap from that too. Excellent. So, get some credits and random scrap, I suppose. One last job. Moritz has heard Bliss speaking with someone remotely. Is there another job coming in? One last job in 6 days. Okay. Huh. Whoa. Drive left. Okay, 2 points. What do we got? Oh, I need 3 points to upgrade any of that stuff. What do I do? Reroll your dice once per cycle. Hard to kill. Icebreaker. Screw crap components. Yeah. There's really not much left to do in that respect. Okay, well maybe we can just power through for this one last job. It'll take 6 cycles. We'll see what's up anyway. If anything, we'll get scrap and some money from odd jobs from boys. Let's reroll that. Well, that averaged out a bit better. Memphis, unless. There we go. Excuse me. Alright, West Bay. Random scrap, good. Pardon me if I didn't mute that cough in time. Okay. Probably had too good of a day. I'm falling apart this evening. Alright. Coughing and sneezing. I overdid it. Oh, negative. Oh. You mess up a drive repair and Moritz isn't happy. You both grumpily take apart and rebuild the whole thing. Exhausted. Sorry, Moritz. Doing my best. Feed cats. Scrap. End the cycle. Um, 653, yeah. We'll keep it. Ooh. No, where is it? Where am I going? Oh no! Oh no. What a shame. Negative. Oh god. Sorry, Moritz. There we go. You managed an M2 converter rewire in record time, giving you and Moritz some spare time to chat about recent business. Oh, that's nice. It's 2 days down. Alright. Feed cats. So I'm not getting random scrap anymore. I'd have to go to the commune. Oh, that's a lot of threes. not great dice, I gotta tell you. That's a negative on a 4? Come on. Not cool. Actually, yeah, let's just check out the mushroom situation. So we know about the mushrooms. Harvest mushrooms. Well, can't do that. Oh, I got one. Alright, well, so much for the mushroom situation. Feed the cat. Scrap. Ooh, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Hey, positive. Ooh, neutral, I'll take it. Oh, negative. Positive. Negative, come on. light definitely flickered that time, but we're good. Oh, I think I already used trap, didn't I? I'll use that one. Okay. I think that's practically the same. Okay. Whatever. Memphis, hook me up. Great. Okay, and no, I'm not well. What do we got here? One more cycle? Yeah. Okay, so let's do that one. Neutral. I'll take it. Positive, I will take that. Ooh, negative. Okay, and we will use the final to get some scrap. Great. Now we can see what Bliss has for us. Excuse me. Whew. Okay. You know what? I'm keeping that. Oh. Sleeper, long time. Moritz is smiling, and when you leave, clearly happy to see you again. Moritz, good to see you. Same. He rubs his hands on his jacket. How you been? Really well. Good to hear it. He looks you up and down. I knew you'd make it to work. I knew you'd make it work. You were a smart one. He glances around. Hey, look. I'm not down here to chat, though. I know Bliss said she didn't want to take any more big jobs, but she's changed her mind or something, he grins, because now we have someone looking for a refit of their ship in our bay. You would not believe it. They want their entire ship disarmed, cutting out defense arrays, weapon lockers, ship-to-ship countermeasures, the whole lot. He leans in. We'll be able to start an arms dealership with all the hardware we'll have up there when we're done, he laughs. Anyway, it's a massive job, so we need some hands. Bliss said to go get you. So come on up. Bliss is waiting on you to accept the job. He pauses. It'll be good to have you up there again. He grins like old times. Let's roll. Well, actually, first. Sweet. Let's go. When you enter the bay, it is weirdly quiet. Moritz must be out on some errand, and maybe Bliss is prepping the kits. And Kita. Oh shit. She's back. Sleeper. Kita is drifting at one side of the bay. You missed her completely when you came in. The idea of not seeing Akita when you entered a room would have seemed unlikely to you several cycles ago, but seeing her without her armor, she seemed smaller, less imposing. Finally got rid of the armor. She ignores your remark. Uh-oh. So what is this, she asks? Come to avenge Ashton or the Sleeper, or just looking for another payout? Her anger is familiar, but quieter than before, restrained. I don't want to fight. Then why are you here? She looks away, and you can tell her anger isn't directed at you in particular. It radiates off her like fire. You better be ready to sign, comes a shout from the bay entrance, because I've got my best repair tech coming up here especially, and they are going to Bliss glides in and suddenly stops herself when she sees you and Nikita standing off. Oh, Sleeper, you're already here. Miss Cassetta. This is the tech I was telling you about. Best on the her... She stops, looking between the two of you. Wait, do you two know each other? You and Nikita look at each other. We work together. Bliss squints at you both before continuing. Bliss produces a slate. Now, Miss Cassetta, if you'd like to sign our damage waiver here, we can start on the decommissioning. She looks at you. My tech here is eager to get started, as am I. Nikita scrawls her signature across the slate. Thank you. Bliss pauses. And everything is okay with the special payment terms we discussed? She gives Nikita a strange smile. All fine, says Nikita, giving you another hard look. Then she kicks off and drifts to the entrance. I'll be in the gimbal, she says, and leaves. Special payment terms? She looks over and her glasses at you. Look, Sleeper, there's something I have to tell you. She glances around again. What is she so nervous about? This isn't exactly a typical job. Miss Cassetta, and Kita, she gives you an annoying look, doesn't have the chits to pay us, so we've made a special agreement, she sighs. I'm leaving. Leaving? Keep it down, I haven't told Moritz yet. She looks down, just waiting to break it to him. Don't you tell him either. She stares hard at you. I'll tell him when I'm ready, and I don't want him getting worried about Nikita's history. He can be protective. He can be very protective. You should tell him. Look, all I care is that she's heading for the starward belt. She looks out of the bay. That's where I'm headed. She turns back to face you. Also, I wanted to ask... She stops, unsure, if you'd like to come with us. No, I got DLC to do. I can't. She interrupts you before you answer. I know things have been hard for you on the eye, and you've helped me so much. I asked Ankita if she'd carry the two of us, and she said yes. Moritz will take over the bay anyway, although if you stay, you are welcome to help him run it. I just thought, she sighs, you might be in need of a fresh start as much as I am. She turns away nervously. Think about it anyway. The berth is here. We've got to finish this job first anyway. And with that, she kicks away and heads to the racks before you can offer an answer. Moments later, Moritz enters with a new cutting torch for the disarming of the Amber Juris. The starward belt. You push your thoughts to the back of your mind. Time to get to work. Well, shit. That's craziness. Disarm the Amber. Let's go. Working on the Amber again is a joy. You know every inch of its hull. After all, you fitted half of it. That's true. Nikita wants it all out. Weapons, countermeasures, torpedoes. It would be a risky job if you didn't know the Amber so well. That was easy. Moritz. Amber looks better than she ever has before. Bliss has done an incredible job of cleaning up the hull, and despite the exterior changes being limited, she has the impression of being lighter, somehow sleeker than before. Moritz drifts by. He's been loading pardon me, he has been loading up the final equipment onto Amber. It turns out Ankita will be taking her weapons, but packed and ready to sell at the first starward port she hits. But now that Moritz is done, he seems in kind of a daze, floating back and forth aimlessly. You okay, Moritz? What's that? He turns. Oh, right, yeah. Backed and stacked. He smiles a weak smile. I was hoping Miss Cassetta would let me keep a warhead. For what? I don't know. He shrugs. This might be a cool thing to have around. Hey, Sleeper, he looks down. Did you know Bliss was leaving? You understand now. She told him. That's why he is like this. I did. No, I'm not going to lie to him. He nods distractedly. She said this place is mine. He looks up around the bay like it's suddenly some vast space he didn't know what to do with. You'll do a great job. He looks down at you. Hey, thanks. He smiles. I appreciate you saying that. Not many people believed in me before now. First Bliss, then you. A dark look suddenly crosses his face. Hey, Sleeper, there was something Bliss said. He meets your eye. Are you going too? Before you can answer, Ankita glides into the bay, a massive crate on her shoulder. Sleeper, you coming or what? Bliss is already on board. She stops by the terminal, holding herself in place. Morris looks at her with a dazed expression. You look at Ankita. She's keeping it together now. She's packed all those bad feelings down someplace where you'll never see them and built a tough foundation on top. She may not be a mercenary anymore, but you imagine most people would think twice before trying to cross her. Well, she looks at you. I'm not eager to spend another moment of my time in this station unless I have to. She pauses, looking between you and Moritz. She sighs. I'll give you a minute. And she kicks off with the crate, taking it to the end of the bay where Amber sits docked. The Amber sits docked. Back at Moritz. I'm staying. Moritz looks like he might pass out. Sleeper, are you sure Are you doing this for me? I'm staying for me. Alright then, you're staying. He grins. Ankita comes back across the bay, the final crate stowed. You staying then, Sleeper? That's right. She nods. Well, okay then. One last mouth to feed, she pauses. Look, Sleeper, I'm not going to go back over everything that happened. She sighs. I'm trying to put that behind me, but I hope you find what you're looking for here. She smiles and kicks off, gliding towards the Amber Jarrus and the starward belt beyond. You both watch in silence as Amber's drives fire up. I guess this is our place now, says Moritz, the weight of everything suddenly hitting him. Your place. He smiles. Okay, but I'll need some help from time to time. You both stay for a while to watch Amber and Bliss and Ankita leave, and then Moritz goes to the racks to finally implement a new organizational system, and you head out, promising to be back to check on things soon. As you glide around the soft curve of the hub, you catch glimpses of the distant stars flickering through the windows. They are beautiful, it's true, but by now you think of them as a distraction. In your time on the Eye, you've realized there's nothing out there waiting for you. No fresh starts, no bright futures, just a whole load of problems you haven't found yet. No, your place is here, among the people you know and the problems you know. You wish Ankita and Bliss the best of luck out in the belt, but as you do, you focus on the Eye, on the vast spinning rim that rotates around its hub, on its buildings and flashing lights, and on its people and places. This is your home, and for now, it contains all the futures you need. The fixed stars. Jeez. I'm just hitting all the endings. I gotta figure that is the last. That has to be the last one. At least I'm pretty sure my only drive left now is for the DLC. So, and I think we will start that tomorrow morning. Again, sorry for there's a lot of downtime in this, but that last time the lights definitely did flicker, but everything stayed on. So my session time is still showing. It didn't break. It's 2 hours 10 minutes right now. So too bad I don't edit this. There's going to be a lot of dead air if you go back to and watch it on YouTube. But one of these days I'll get into that. I'm a middle-aged man, so I'm crawling my way into the streamer life. But honestly, if it wasn't for being a part of Extra Life, if I hadn't learned about them 6 years ago, I don't think I'd be streaming at all. I'd still be playing games, and I'd still be doing my own way of helping sick kids, but not this somewhat grander scale that I do it now. And I love the people that I've met, Extra Life side and Sick Kids Foundation side, so I encourage everybody to be an Extra Life streamer, to tell you the truth. Alright, what we got? Next round is yours. Moritz arrives at the table with a couple of steel drink containers, typical of the hub's only bar, the Gimbal Lounge. He settles into the webbing beside the table and clunks them down onto the magnetic table. This place, you've decided, is ridiculous. A rapidly spinning cavernous sphere, sorry. I was trying to say Carvinor. Oh my god, Carvinor. Carnivore. Good god. I think I need to go to bed, everybody. Anyway, a rapidly spinning cavernous sphere, the gimbal's weak gravity, just like the gravity at the eye's rim, is created by its gut-wrenching rotation. The interior surface of the sphere is the gimbal's floor, which descends towards the equator, where one long bar loops around the entire circumference. Tumbling out from that central ring are an array of booths and seating arrangements equipped with all kinds of harnesses and webbing to keep customers in place. those harnesses are there because the gimbal doesn't quite spin up fast enough. And you watch as the clientele bounce towards the bar in lazy arcs or shift from table to table with graceful leaps. That is ridiculous. Jesus. What are you thinking, asked Moritz, noticing you staring out into the gimbal. How weird this place is. Morris glances around as if for the first time. Yeah, Bliss never used to like coming here. Morris takes a drink and stretches. So, Sleeper, you sticking around? I have things to take care of. Morris nods. Yeah, I thought you might. Morris rubs the back of his head. One cycle at a time, that's how we'll take it. Nice and easy. You aren't sure if he was talking to himself or you. We'll make it. He lifts his drink for a toast. To the next cycle, he pronounces, and knocks it back. Later, when you finally leave the gimbal, Moritz is still laughing. You help him out of the spinning gimbal and back into the hub, sending him on his way home to the bay. Then you pause for a moment to watch the stars as they spin and spin around the eye. You smile to yourself and think of Bliss and Ankita out there somewhere among those points of light. To the next cycle. Okay. So, Bliss's bay, we can still do stuff, but now it's risky. The bay is now taking on low-scale repair contract, more than happy to offload. Okay, so that just stays the same. But it's risky instead of safe. Ooh, more lightning. Okay. Gimbal Lounge. Show capsules, sleeping. Okay, so we're done with that. There we go, Descender. Okay. Flotilla aid, that's all that's left. We got 2 upgrade points. Can't do anything with them. I think I'm blocked with Thrill Seeker, so yeah. Alright. Great. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow morning. I think I like doing the Sunday morning stream. So we're going to do that again in the morning, probably around 9 Eastern, or 8 Eastern, which is 9 and 10 for me. But yeah, so early Sunday morning, nice relaxing chilled time, probably about 2 hours at most, and I usually like doing around the 2-hour stream. Yeah, and we are going to get right into... Well, that's on a whole other thing. Yeah, we're going to get into the DLC, because it looks like I have finished everything. So, bully for me. Yeah, I mean, this game is great. There's a definite pull to replay and try some other options, but I gotta wonder if it's just, yeah, I'm leaving, I keep leaving. I mean, does that take me out of the DLC option? It seems like the answer would always be stay, right? Or do you get like a rewind thing and still continue off? I don't know. But either way, very enjoyable game. Actually, let's check the mushrooms. Rifle labs. Aviary. Oh, harvest mushrooms. Okay. Well, either way. But I got a nice pile of cryo for the DLC. So we'll go from there. Alright, so that is it for me tonight. We will be back tomorrow morning. Yeah, I am an Extra Life streamer. I specifically raising money for Sick Kids Toronto. Risen72 on Twitter, on Instagram, obviously here on Twitch. Also, these streams are later uploaded to YouTube, which is also Risen72, so you'll be able to see all of the Citizen Sleeper on there. I'm pretty sure an older Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man, is on there as well. That'll probably get updated next year. I don't know. We're doing Spider-Man this year for sure when it comes out in October. It kind of interferes with my space theme. I'm going with the thing that Venom is from space, but I mean, who knows what Insomniac's version of Venom is. I think it may not be from space. It could have been created in a lab. which is what it seems like, but we'll see. Either way, Spider-Man 2 is happening this year, that is no doubt. After CitizenSleeper, it's probably going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. We'll play through that. We'll see how close that gets us to October 20th. I've got a couple other things lined up. I might do, what's it called, Outer Worlds. I've got the, I've played it before, just not on stream, and I've got the big, you know, PS5 upgrade, holy shit edition or whatever the thing now, so go through that again. So we'll probably play that. If you don't know, it's the ones that made Fallout New Vegas the most fun Fallout. So that all takes place in space, so that counts. But that's probably what's going to happen. I think I did start Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy on stream, but I didn't get very far, and then I got distracted by who knows what. Probably Forbidden West or something like that. That's usually how that goes. But yes, so that's what's coming up. After CitizenSleeper is going to be Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Outer Worlds, and we'll see what those do to get us to October 20th. We are just killing time until Spider-Man 2. That's really just how it is. So anyway, yeah, so Risen72 here on Twitch. You'll see the links for my Facebook fundraiser page, my actual Extra Life page. You can make donations through there. All updates to the channel are going to be coming out on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck that thing is now. But yes, Risen72 on Twitter, Risen72 on Instagram, Risen72 on YouTube. Any questions you have, please message me, especially when it concerns making a donation. I always encourage everyone to ask questions before you donate. It's, you know, everything's expensive. It's tough to part with your money, and if you're going to do it for a charity, I love that. But yes, you need to know exactly how it's applied. Everything you donate is applied to the charity. I'm not keeping any kind of percentage or anything like that. So that's how that works. And yeah, but any further questions about Extra Life, there's also a link to the Extra Life page and the Sick Kids Foundation page. You can find them, I believe that's in the Twitch one, but otherwise, if not, or anything doesn't work, again, reach out. Risen72, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook fundraiser pages on there. You can message me on Facebook. All those places. Let me know. Have a great weekend. I hope you're not in humidity. I no longer am. It's exciting. I'm sleeping. It's very fun. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.